Are you sure you're live?
Sure am. It says on there.
Does it?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're live on this? Can't see anything.
Can't see anything either. Yes, we're live. I can see.
Right, make sure you send a link.
I'm
I
sending.
still can't see it, don't know why.
I can see it.
No, I can see it.
I think it wasn't in the sub box. You had to look out for it.
One person is watching.
LEK joined. The last guy.
Make sure I can hear us, hang on.
LEK joined.
There we go. We can definitely hear us.
we already got 3 people in. Right in the chat who you are.
Have you put the link?
I have put the link in.
No, you should have put it in the other chat.
Which one?
So that Gamer or whoever can do a tweet.
It's in there.
Oh dear, we'll do a proper intro and the race starts, shall we?
I agree. I think we're just waiting on people to join, to be honest.
No, we're going.
We're going. The host hasn't readied up though. He's readying up now. I think we're going. Start whenever you like, Luke.
Yeah, I'll do then a rundown and an intro for you. I know that you're very in the moment to be in presence of some of your idols.
I agree.
Look at this stacked grid.
We got a really good quit, a really good track. It should be fun.
You know it's a good grid when you got names like QPR Beasts and Sambam Kid tussling away.
Yes, and I think many people from AOR F1 as well.
And we have a Nico in the live chat. Hello, Nico! I wonder who Nico might be. And it is dry. I don't know if they chose it to be dry, but...
I think it's dynamic weather, but I hope there will be some rain, because rain is always exciting.
Do you know what I also hope? I really hope that somebody goes on the hards to start. Maybe someone like QPR Beasts will be tempted by the hard tyres.
I think he is. He's the perfect man for the hard tyres. He can really.
He's seen Duo Finn in action in PSGL, and he knows that sometimes the alternate strategy can pay dividends.
Anyway, it's a 100% league race, so that means 53 laps around the Italian circuit, the Monza.
The Circuit Autodromo de Monza. A
Monza.
Fantastic circuit, if I do say so myself. And we have a formation lap to kick it off.
Give us a rundown through the grid. We are racing in reverse grid, so the slowest guys should be at the front and the fastest should be at the back. And Thomas already left.
Well, that is supposedly how it works, but anyway, we'll continue on. So it's Sam Bam Kid starting on pole, Sam Gamer in second, who apparently has a bit of beef with CRG Sparks starting P14, and it's Thomas, if he can get into the session, with P3. Toxic Tomato, P4, Ollie D, the AOR F1 champion and PSGL F1 winner. And then we have the two friends, lovely Louis and Ali K. the man who nearly won the title in AOR F1 and in PSGL F1. Then we've got Forbes, Ashbest, Lickle Blocks, and then now we've got to the really quick drivers. You've got Speedster, Gamer surprisingly in P12, Lee, Finley in P13, Sparks, Onyx, Paris, Blizzard starting near the back, and the last three are Casper, Vasteracer, and the main man, Louis Welch, the fastest driver.
I agree, and I think, who's your top three, Luke? What do you think will be top three?
I think I'm going to go with CRG Gamer to win.
Alright.
I'm going to go with Paris in second. And I'm going to go with Louis in third.
I think that's a good top three, to be honest. We also see that I think 5 people are on the medium tires. Toxic Tomato.
Oh, yeah.
I think Toxic Tomato could get a podium, to be honest. He's not a slow driver.
He is very good, and he's very driven at the moment. If you go for tyre, and I'll go for position change, yeah?
Yes, I already got the tyres up, Luke.
Just to clarify, Sam Gamer, Toxic, Lickle, Casper and Louis are the drivers who are starting on the mediums, everyone else on the softs as they get ready to line up for the start around the fastest track in the world.
We're waiting on...
Who's your top three?
I think...
we wait.
Oh, we're going. I think there's no time for top three. There's no
fine.
time. It's no time. I think you got yellow flags already, Carnage.
But it's
One
fine.
light.
The lights are on. Sam Bam is on pole. For Mercedes, it's 5 lights.
I've only got one light all the time.
And away we go. And it's a great start in second for Sam Gamer on the mediums. Brilliant start. Toxic Tomato as well. Jumps Thomas, who still doesn't go back into the lobby. But going into turn 1, Sam Bam does keep the lead. But Sam Gamer sends it. Oh my. And Toxic Tomato goes around the outside of both of them. That is poor driving from Sam Gamer.
I think there's really going on much here. QPR Beast already made up one up position on Ollie D.
Oh, and you love to see that. Meanwhile, Thomas is back into the lobby. Sam Gamer goes over the chicane, and he's all over the place right now. He hasn't made a corner so far.
I can't keep up. They're going side by side. Sparks and I think it's Paris. Yeah, Paris making the move on Sparks.
Yep, but up at the front, Thomas is pressurising Sam Gamer, who goes wide, and he gets a wiggle on the exit. Now on the run down to Ascari underneath the tunnel on the outside. Surely he can't pull this move off. He leaves him space, and this
getting forced off.
Oh, he's into the gravel. QPR Beast picks up the pair.
Oh, and Ollie D pushes Thomas wide. Thomas is off. LEK is gaining positions all over the place. Forbes already up to 6th position.
Meanwhile, Ash Best, teammate of Thomas, is up to 5th. That is a wonderful start for him. But at the front, Sam Gamer's gone wide, and Louis, QPR Beast, he is into the overtake, and he is looking to send it down the inside at turn 1.
I can't keep up. Too many battles. I'm really
so much action. Louis picks the outside. Sam Gamer pushes him onto the grass. He's causing havoc out there at the front. He doesn't have beef with CRG Sparks. He's got beef with the entire grid.
I agree. Oh, Paris already retired.
Oh dear. One of my top 3 is gone. Weekman. Oh my god, look at this clusterfuck in the middle. Jesus. Through the Curva Grande. Lickle blocks at the front of the train.
Ollie D spun. I think he went side by side with LDK.
Ollie D has done a Sebastian Vettel, and he drops to near the back of the field.
Yes, he does. 3 people already went into the pits, I think.
I'll tell you what, that is weak mentality to retire. There's a safety car, for Christ's sake. And Lickle's gone wide. Lickle has gone wide, and he's dropped a bunch of positions down into P15 now.
I can't give up. CRG Gamer and Thomas are going side by side.
Thomas on the outside, Gamer on the inside, squeezes him, but it's good stuff from Gamer, and he gets the move done.
Blizzard is probably trying to get a move on.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ash Best has got past QPR Beast, so it's now the 2 Ferrari teammates back together. P5 and P6, and Toxic Tomato leads away. He's broke the slipstream, crucially, and DRS to Sambam Kid.
Yes, but if you have a look at the battle for P9, I think
Oh my word.
Blizzard is going to slipstream him.
Look at Louis Welch, he's got a perfect view of this. And it's very respectful compared to what we've seen so far. Very nice and single file pretty much.
Oh,
and
Louis got
hit! And it sparks! Who's hit him? Oh dear.
Oh no. That's not good for Louis Welch, is it?
But that is good for the race. That's good for the race. This man is lightning quick, so
it is.
That's what you want to see.
How can you already get a 3-second time penalty? What is Toxic doing at the front?
Oh, Ali K in the barrier!
No! Oh no!
Oh dear me!
What's happened there? What's happened there?
Ali Kid out of the race.
The race is already finished, I think. But if you have a look, Ash Best is making a move on
Sam Gamer.
Yep.
Sam Gamer cutting. He's just cutting corners.
Yes.
Like no tomorrow.
And if you're QPR Beast now, what would you do? You need to pass him, don't you? He's on. You
need to just force your way past into turn 1. Shove him off track. He's gonna shove you off track, so you need to shove him off track. Give him the return treatment. I mean, look at him. How is this man competing in tier 1 of this lobby? Get in tier 2.
I don't think there's time for a rant, but QPR Beast is slipstreaming him now.
QPR Beast, you got to send it. Like Karloff signs, you have to send it. And no, he's not. He's going into non-ERS. This isn't the QPR Beast I was hoping for. I was hoping for an aggressive display of overtaking. Meanwhile, Lee Finlay is closing up to the back of this group.
Yes, yes. But have you seen the straight line advantage Sam got? QPR Beast couldn't catch up anything on the straight. It's the fixed
he used pretty much all his ERS as Sam Gamer, so he will be vulnerable to the Ferrari coming up onto the next ERS straight on the run to Ascari through the Lesmos now, and it's a good run for Louis. To be fair, he's shaping up at the Williams. Claire Williams will not be too happy so far with this performance as she sees her drivers in 4th and P12.
Yes, we're going on board on Lee Findlay. No, he's a bit too far behind.
It does look like this is the best battle on track. However, at the front, Sambam has reeled in Toxic Tomato. 6/10 is the gap.
Yes, but don't forget Toxic is on the harder compound. So he will be going longer in the race.
He'll be vulnerable. He has no DRS, nothing. And can Sambam Kid take the lead of the race for the first time since he took pole position? I know, he's just sitting behind him. This is weak mentality.
Yes.
He wants to get gone. And CRG Blizzard sets the fastest lap.
Watching QPR Beast now. Lee Findlay is maybe looking for a move. Oh.
And of course Lee Finlay hits him. Lee Finlay, that man. He's always involved in a scrap. He loves a good scrap, doesn't he?
Who doesn't love a good scrap?
Meanwhile, through the Curva Grande, is he going to have to do a Grande move on the outside of Sam Gamer, who's going to squeeze him maybe? But Louis now has the high ground down into the chicane.
Yeah, run him off.
The corner, unfortunately, but brilliant. What an overtake. And he'll be hoping now that Lee Finlay will send it down the inside into the first Lesmo, and he just cuts him off. Good defending,
yes, but it's not over. It's not over yet.
What do you do if you're Sam Gamer? You've got Lee Finlay behind you, but you need to attack QPR Beast while you can.
I don't know. He probably needs to stay out of carnage. That's the best he can hope for.
I have to agree. Louis is doing a good job to close back onto the pack. Meanwhile, CRG Gamer is closing in on these three.
Yes, Blizzard is not too far behind as well as Thomas.
Yep. And Ash Best is on the verge of DRS off Sambam Kid at the front. He is doing a great job out there as Sam Gamer nearly hit Louis going into the Parabolica. He heads wide and it's going to be an easy move, you've got to think, for Lee Finlay. Depends if Louis will give him the slipstream, and he does, but he's weaving about on the straight. And this isn't going to help Louis, as there's a bit of lag, I think. Will Lee send it down the inside? He doesn't, but does he keep the position? He does. CRG Gamer now right onto the back of the Williams.
And can I just mention these camera views I'm getting are horrible. I can't see anything.
Yeah, I have to agree.
But CRG Gamer is now going for a move on Sam. Oh, and there's a bit of lag going on.
Yep.
What is Blizzard?
There is a bit of lag.
Is Blizzard trying to...
It's an easy move.
Yes, it is. Blizzard is now looking for one.
Blizzard does the cutback. Oh, that is wonderful from CRG Blizzard. He is not wasting any time today, and he is the highest position gainer out there on track with 10 positions so far, so well done to him.
Yes, yes. Can you just have a look on how many positions everyone gained or lost?
Yep. So we have Toxic Smart up 3 at the front. Other than that, we've got Lee Finley up 8, CRG Blizzard, as I said, up 10, Louis up 9. But the big losers out there is Lickle down 8, and Sam Gamer and ILRT Thomas, who've lost 6 positions each.
Yes, and Thomas is going for a move on Sam Gamer. He's dropping now. 7 positions lost already.
Yeah, and I don't understand how this man has wiggled his way into Tier 1, to be honest.
I think somebody needs to fill the space. But
I think there was other options, perhaps, but we will see. He has got DRS and Slipstream, but Thomas is pulling away. I mean, he's running no ERS, that's why.
Lee Finley.
Meanwhile, up the road, Lee Finley has got the move done on QPR Beasts.
He is...
But he will come back at him, I think. Or will he, actually?
Yes, I think we got some questions in the chat. Josh Roberts asked, who was the best FP admin of all time in PCL?
Well then, Josh Roberts, whoever you are, I happen to think that Ugi Azim is the best FP admin, but I do think that him with Boy with No Face was a very good partnership in FP back in the day. I mean, you used to see anybody and everybody in a Ferrari, which is what you want to see. Meanwhile, Ashbest is past Sam Gamer at the front.
Yes, he is. And I just wanted to mention, although Sam Gamer doesn't look very good, his competitor Sparks he had beef with is only in 16th.
Yep, and he is a mile behind, you have to say. Yes. It's going very poorly for them. Meanwhile, Louis is catching up to the AOR F1 champion Ollie D on his return.
What a move from Blizzard! He's going down the inside of Louis and he shoves Louis off. Louis dropped down 2 positions in 1 corner.
Oh, you hate to see that.
And now Thomas is trying a move.
And Louis isn't using his DRS. This is weak mentality from the man. Come on, you've got to battle.
Oh, I don't think he has DRS. Maybe he has a DRS failure.
He could do, but I don't think so.
Didn't you get once a DRS failure, Luke?
Yes, I did, and it's horrible. However, around here, no, he's definitely not got a DRS failure because he's slow in a straight line. But, you know, if you can't race to win, you race to spoil, don't you, CC?
I agree. Oh, there's yellow flags, I think. Yes, QPRB lost it. He lost it.
No, Ollie D. D.
No. It was QPR Beast
round! Oh no! And he's on the racing line, oh dear! Oh no!
He got out of the way, very experienced, you have to say. That's not what many would do.
And we're going to the home...
We're going on the front. Edge Best is closing in on the race leader Toxic Tomato.
That's all great to say, but I was just about to say that at their home Grand Prix, Ferrari are dropping like stones to the back of the field. One already out and the other one with wing damage in P11.
I agree, but we have to concentrate on the battle for the lead. I think Ashbest is going to fancy move now into turn 1.
Toxic Tomato will not be able to defend this, and Ashbest will take the lead in the racing point. You know, a car that's known for its straight line speed, a track that requires good straight line speed.
How could you allow this man to start that high up? Apparently he won last race as well.
He is a 100% race expert, apparently.
He is.
And QPR Beast is into the pits. Will he continue? I hope he does, but I don't know if he will, to be honest, if he's just going to be driving around on his own. Meanwhile, Sambam is managing to stick with these two out front, just about, which is good to see.
Yes, and if you're in the midfield like Blizzard is, would you try to fancy move on game mode, or would you just sit behind, save some ERS, save some tires, and just let him do all the work?
Well, that's what he's going to do, and this is a name that Blizzard has built up. You know, he's a very quick driver and brilliant driver, but he is very timid in wheel-to-wheel battles. He doesn't like to battle people. He would rather play this strategic game. Meanwhile, Gamer is also doing the same to Lee Finley. But that man, Lee Finley, we know that he is not tactical. If he sees the gap, he's going for it. And that's what we miss in these modern-day drivers.
If he sees a gap, he's turning into it.
Exactly. Will he turn in when CRG Gamer goes up the inside? Easy peasy. Will Blizzard try and follow him through? I think he'll just stick behind as they go wheel to wheel into turn 1. He's going to be looking for a good exit now as Blizzard, and he's going to be looking for the run through Curva Grande into the second chicane.
And
he's got the not DRS, he's got the slipstream, and he's trying to move round the outside. He's got the inside, and now you'd think he's got the move sorted, and he does. Nice and late braking, locks the front, but gets it nicely into the corner.
That's very good of him. He follows through Gamer. Like, if Gamer doesn't move, Blizzard will follow the next corner as well.
Exactly, but what I can tell you right now is they are rapidly catching the leaders. However, somebody who isn't catching the leaders very quickly is Louis Welch. Disappointing. The newly promoted S2V driver, thought of as perhaps the fastest driver on the game, and he's having a bit of a nightmare on the mediums. People expected him to be nearer the front, but maybe he'll come towards the end of the race with the alternate strategy.
Yes, I think do you think we'll see a safety car here? When there are lots of runoffs. Oh, Sparks.
I think if we... Oh, sorry.
Let's have a look at Sparks. The two Renaults battling. He's closing in on Forbes. He's looking for a move into Ascari.
Very well. Forbes has done very well there. You know, he's edged his chances to try and make sure that Sparks has to stay out of it, but he manages to get through. Now it's all about him staying in his teammates' DRS as they're cutting corners.
They are.
Trying to catch up. Look at all these drivers at the back. Nickelbox is also onto the back of them on the softer compound of tyres.
Yes, let's go back to the tyres, I think.
Hang on, no, because we have Sambam Kid dropping. Oh, Sambam's round and Lee Finley's hit him. Oh dear, it's disaster for Lee Finley and Sambam Kid.
That's not what you want to see, do you? But no safety car.
I mean, I tuned in late, and it was Blizzard going for a move on the inside, and Sambam just seemed to appear to keep his front wing stuck in there.
Speedster's cutting corner while I think Lickle hit Forbes as Forbes tried to move on Sparks. It didn't went well. But yeah, Ollie is overtaking Sambam now as well. I think there's no hope for Sambam anymore, is there? You have to pit now.
I have to agree, you know, he's gone from first to P10 on the soft compound tyres, and the only people behind him are those who've already stopped, so yeah, it's not looking good for the Mercedes driver at the moment.
Yes, I think the closest battle is actually at the front. Toxic Tomato is just staying behind Ash, following him through, saving Earth's tyres.
Well, you say he's saving hers, but he only has 50%, so these two at the front are pushing very hard. Ash Best only has 8%, and it's going ever more down. Meanwhile, Blizzard in P4,
and Sambam
50%.
Sambam went straight ahead. He used the runoff. And Louis and Ollie D are going side by side.
It is a battle of two champions, and Louis breezes past. Ollie D looks like he's struggling, but as long as he can keep it on track, there's a good chance of points come the end of the race.
Yes. Onyx overtaken Lee Findlay in the pits. What a move.
That is a fantastic move. Not many people can get the move done in the pit lane.
But I think... Yeah, we're going back to Blizzard. He's closing in on Gamer, while Gamer and Blizzard are closing in on the top two.
But there's no point. Look, he's not going to attack him. It's useless.
It is. I think they already gained half a second this lap on the leaders.
Well, that's what you expect from two of the quickest drivers on the game. Blizzard goes slightly out wide onto the dirty outside. Gamer keeps it nice and tight, but he will be overtaken into turn one as CRG Gamer in no ARS, and they're working together. Meanwhile, at the front, Toxic Tomato retakes the lead for Red Bull Racing.
Yes, and Blizzard makes a move
very wide, and Ash Best just gets the move back straight away. That is naive from Cameron Young.
And are you surprised to see the Red Bulls so far ahead? I mean, they dominated PCLF 2. I know they're dominating this race, aren't they?
The Red Bull is a lovely car on this game, very satisfying, very nice in the corners, and good on the traction, so I am not surprised to see it at the front. With two pretty successful drivers steering it as well.
I think Lee Findlay is making a move on, I think, HTARL champion Sparks. He's not past him.
Meanwhile, Forbes and Lickle apparently also going wheel to wheel. But now I'm at the front. Toxic Tomato closing back in on Ash Best in the DRS. And CRG Blizzard right on the gearbox of his Red Bull teammate. And he's going for a move. And he gets the move done nice and early. Toxic Tomato doesn't defend it at all. And it's Blizzard now who will be in pole position to take the lead heading into turn 1 and become the third different lead of this race.
I think he is. Is he making a move? Speedster retired.
Oh dear.
Only on lap 14.
Is he? No, he's not making a move. Ash is defending it. So we won't be seeing a new leader. Heading into turn 1, Blizzard breaks extremely late and gets as close to the gearbox of Ash Best as you possibly could.
Yes. And I think the lead is actually the closest pack. I mean, out of these 4, anyone can win this race, to be honest.
No, I have to disagree. At the rate that Blizzard and Gamer are pulling through this midfield pack up to the front, you know, they're showing that they have the grit and determination to pull away from these two once they get the opportunity.
They do. Sambam is into the pits now, putting on a new set of medium tyres.
Meanwhile, one person we haven't spoke about since the early laps is ILRT Thomas, who finds himself in a lonely P5 right now. He's not quick enough to stay with the leaders, but at the same time he's not really getting reeled in by those behind him.
Yes, I think he disconnected midway through the race, which...
Again, did he?
Yes, yeah. Which led to his deficit. Well, Sam Gamer is in P6, he's not doing too bad, he's on the medium tyres.
Yeah, it looks like he's finally got into a groove, it seems, and stopped cutting the corners, so maybe he's deserving of a place here.
While Toxic Tomato is closing in on Blizzard again in the front.
Yeah, he is indeed. However, one battle I am really eager to see right now is QPR Beast and Sambam Kid. P15 and P6. Oh no.
Oh no, what did he do?
Sambam's ruined that. Sambam must have gone wide. He was right behind him and he lost all time. So, who should we get on board with? What about Casper and Vasta Racer? Casper has been behind Vasta Racer for a little bit now, but he is within DRS range and he's not going to try and overtake, it seems.
No, he's not. I think he's playing the long game. But they need to catch up.
There is no long game.
They're pit stop behind, aren't they?
Exactly. Two of the heavy hitters. Two of the men who started P18 and P19. No, sorry, P17. No, yeah.
Yeah,
P19 and P18. And they're down in P9 and P10. A pit stop off the lead.
But which lap do you pit for the mediums from the softs? Would you try the undercut if you be Blizzard in this position right now, or...?
Nah, if I was Blizzard I'd be going for the overcut. He's quite clearly got superior pace. It looks like he's kept his tyres in really good shape, so...
And what about Lewis,
Gamer? I'd be going for the overcut.
What about Gamer?
Gamer, yeah, he looks like he is struggling a bit compared to Blizzard at the front now.
And Blizzard is going for the move, he's in the lead now. He's in the lead.
And we have a new leader.
He is, but
it's good to see.
When do you pit? How long are these tyres going?
You gotta try and... I'll be going, around between lap 18 and lap 23, I think, is where I would be pitting.
I agree. Casper, is he fencing a move on Faster Racer into turn 1?
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe this time, it's easily done.
He's got his ears filled up, 100%.
Look at that. Fantastic overtake.
There's no response, Nothing you can do.
One thing you have to consider though with the undercut is you do lose the slipstream and DRS. You know, if you're the first to blink, you're going to come into that gap between Casper and Ollie D, and you're not going to have anyone to pull you along, so I think they're probably all just going to mirror each other, to be honest.
They are.
But Toxic Tomato, you know, on the mediums, the only one of these front runners on the mediums, looking quite good for him.
It is. He's not any slower than top guys currently. He can stick in this in the DRS and yeah.
Yes, he's doing a stellar job, to be fair.
He will be very fast at the end.
I don't know about very fast. Obviously, as soon as he puts those soft tyres on, he'll have a second advantage over them. But they do wear away, and obviously the mediums are ultra consistent, so will probably be a bit of a plateau effect at some point.
They are. I think.
Anyway,
Louis the closest now for battle. I think with some gamer.
Yes.
He closed in a lot. A second lap.
Louis not really gaining on the leaders though. The gap's always been 12, 13 seconds, which is quite shocking, unless he's not using the racing line. But
he is, I think.
Is he? Well then, obviously, he just doesn't have the grip between his teeth today, unlike other weeks.
Does he maybe have front-wing
Look at Sam Gamer. I don't know how he's keeping up this pace, because he's on the grass in every corner so far from what I've seen.
Pad hacks, I would say.
Yeah, after a shaky start to the race though, he has done a good job. Really has brought it back, it seems. As Louis picks up, I think, his first time penalty. And Sam Gamer, once again, heading very wide, almost losing it. Just managed to correct it before doing a Sergio Perez.
And look at Luis DRS. He's on 100%.
Yeah, he's just sitting in, isn't he? Sitting in, biding his time.
But Sam Gamer doesn't have not so much less fuel as well. He got 70%. That's good. Track as Monza.
Oh, and he's defending as well. It's a pretty late defence. And Louis goes around the outside, but Sam Gamer is helpless. But he does get a nice switchback here, and through the Curva Grande into the chicane, he'll be looking to make a move perhaps. Or will he?
There's no chance, is there?
No.
Maybe?
No. No, he's not even trying it. He just wants to be pulled along by this man.
But I think if you're trying to get pulled along by Lewis Welch, you will only have a lap. This man can really get you out of your DRS very quickly. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Toxic Tomato is closing in on Ash Best. It's very close.
And Ash Best is closing in on CRG Blizzard, who has been trying to break the DRS. It seems he hasn't got as much.
Somebody retired. Lickleplug's retired.
Lickle.
I just saw.
That's sad to see. But there we go. This is what we wanted to see. Sambam Kid and QPR Beast.
No. Toxic. Toxic hit Ash off. Toxic going to pass, but QPR Beast. Oh, Ash Best is now into the pits.
Ash Best has pit, and that is an interesting call. I'll just say anything from lap 18
and Toxic
to 23.
Tomato. Toxic Tomato is in the lead now. He made a double overtake.
Yeah, he did. Good stuff. Gamer sitting there pretty in P3. Let's see where Ash Best comes out. He's coming down the pit lane now. Casper's only just coming into Parabolica, so he's going to come into a nice, lovely bit of clean air. He is.
But
let's see what the gap is.
Do you really want clean air on this track? Because the DRS is just so powerful.
No, yeah, like I said, I don't think it is optimal compared to other tracks, but you never know. The undercut could be so powerful that he breaks the DRS and they never get it back. Yes. But anyway, the gap between them is 24.5 seconds, so we'll keep an eye on that to know whether or not it's working.
Oh, Louis lost it in the final corner. He nearly went into the.
He did.
I think he held it, but his tyre's not looking good anymore.
And it is a disaster class for QPR Beasts. The man who finished 4th in a 3-horse race.
He did too. I think many did, to be honest.
Just like his friend Ali K. Couldn't defeat Big C at the time, and he couldn't get the run in AOR F1, unfortunately.
But look where it has brought them all to nowadays.
Exactly. Down there in P16 and out of the race for the over car.
Oh, and Thomas Pitts, he's trying the undercut as well.
Well, he's in no man's land anyway, isn't he? So, probably the perfect lap for him to pit. Meanwhile, Ash has gained half a second so far, but he's surely just going to go and lose it all right now in the straight.
I think he is.
Actually, he might not. As the racing points are now running line of stern in P7 and P8. And Ash Best, 6/10 on the outlap there. That is a good gap to gain. Another few laps of those and they stay out, and he could find himself out of DRS range and in the lead.
He could. But Toxic Tomato's really gonna try to break this DRS now, isn't he? He's now on 30% errors.
Yeah, like we said though, it's impossible around here.
It is. Only the best can do it. And Sparks picks up a penalty for saying he's better than Sam Gamer. It's not looking like it. He's like, isn't he like 15, 18 seconds behind him?
Exactly. Sam Gamer currently is having the last laugh.
But speaking of him, he's picking up penalties left, right and centre. But
and it looks like he's only just hanging on to Louis Welch's DRS and Slipstream as CRG Gamer go through because Blizzard has pit, as you were about to say, indeed.
Yeah, let's go on board with Ash West and see where he comes out compared
Ash isn't
to Blizzard.
Gaining. He's not getting any time. He's actually losing time compared to Toxic Tomato. So despite the new tyres, you know, he doesn't have the pace, I don't think.
Blizzard is trying to go out. He's nearly out.
Blizzard will be ahead.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. He is. No, maybe.
He will. He is. Like I said, mark my words, he comes out ahead.
Watch the exit though. There could be a move into turn 5.
But look at that traction. That is beautiful traction.
He really knows how to use the car.
And now this is the key stage of the race. Ash only has 20% airs left. Blizzard has 70% nearly. And so surely he's got to try and break the DRS.
Sam Gamer made a move on Louis Welch.
He did. But Louis Welch is going to be making the move again into a Ascari on Sam Gamer. Who, oh my word, that is some dodgy defending. You know, he moved to defend the inside and then moved back to defend the outside. You can't really be doing that at such high speeds.
I don't think that was dodgy defending. That's what you do in all the practice session we do.
You can't do that.
Oh, CC. And Gamer is into the pits. Yeah, that's why. Why are you doing it then?
Because I'm allowed to, as your teammate. Meanwhile, Ash Best has lost DRS to Blizzard.
But where's Gamer coming out in all of this? He's going on the meets as well.
I think he's going to come out ahead of Ash.
No, he's not going to come out anywhere. Blizzard is going for the fastest last sector. Yeah. Gamer's nowhere, maybe. He's probably...
Yeah. And
he's behind Ash. He's behind Ash now.
Yeah. Blizzard has successfully broken the DRS and Slipstream. But now, here the key issue is, can Gamer and Ash Best work together and get back into that DRS and Slipstream?
I think Lee Finlay disconnected because he's ghosting. While Onyx made a move on him. Yeah. And only D's making moves as well.
So the McLaren gets overtaken by the other McLaren.
Yes, oh, and Sam Gamer nearly lost it again.
Yeah, it looks like Louis is trying to break the DRS, but he's not doing good enough. Meanwhile, if he Toxic Tomato right now, I think I would be going to about lap... What do you say, about 30? 33? 33.
Yes, Ash just lets Gamer pass. I think he has no Earth to fight for. Just have a look on the gap. Blizzard made 2 seconds.
2.2 seconds,
yes.
Yeah. That is big. And even with DRS, that's going to be hard to break down. But obviously Blizzard is running low on DRS himself as well.
Yes, I think he's setting the fastest lap now, isn't he? Probably is.
He will do.
He's flying around the track.
On this lap, he hasn't gained as much as he did on the other lap.
Yes, and can I just mention, I beat this man around this track. In a wet race, I beat this man. So should I be leading this race right now? Who knows?
Oh, I think you'd be absolutely dominating this field. Too good.
But Blizzard is picking a penalty that could hurt him later on.
That really could hurt him. He's extended the gap by a tenth since we last spoke about it. 2.2 to 2.3. Sam Gamer also picks up a penalty at the chicane.
Yes, Lee Findlay is back in the session, I think.
That's good to see.
Yup. But
QPR Beast is slowly gaining back some time on Sam Bam, so hopefully we can see a Grand Slam finish between those two at some point.
Yes, but
Lee Finley's gone again.
It's close to QPR Beast being lapped. Forbes already being lapped. He's down in 16th. Yeah. I think there's no hope, even if there's safety car. Even if there's safety car.
You know, he may have won in PSGL F2, but he just doesn't have it compared to last season at the moment.
He did. He's dropping off a bit, but...
And Louis has successfully broken the DRS to Sam Gamer, which is a shame for the Williams driver. Meanwhile, Blizzard took a second out of the leader on that lap, and that is some substantial pace.
I think there's the close battle is Faster Racer and Casper, both in AWA Tier 1. They should be the fastest guys on the grid, but they're only in P8 and P9, with not having done a pit stop yet.
And these two have just been following each other for the entire race. You know, come on, give us a battle. Give us something different.
Yes, I think.
And here's a battle. Yes. Onyx, yeah, and Ollie D, who sticks it down the inside, now it's the outside, and that is just some some terrific defending there from Ollie D. But Onyx will come back at him through the Curva Grande. Ollie goes to the inside. A lot of people have been leaving it open so far, but he knows what to do. Onyx going to try around the outside, but as we said, you know, you can't go around the outside there. It just doesn't work.
So I think Ollie G just used his long experience he got from all these league races he's done in the past.
Exactly, a very successful driver.
He drove top tiers on every league basically.
And Lee Finley is back again, but you know, is it a bit little too late? He's too far behind.
It is 6 seconds behind Sparks now. I think there's no coming back.
Listen, took nearly another second out of Toxic Tomato on last lap, but Gamer is the one who's got the bit between his teeth. We said the gap was 2.3 seconds, it's now 1.8 seconds between Gamer and Blizzard, so he's hunting him down like a wolf.
He is, but when do these medium runners make the pit stop? Don't you want to pit early into the softs? Oh, Faster Race is making a move, I just see.
Yeah. No point watching them, they're just following each other, so...
They are just irrelevant.
Yes. Irrelevant right now.
Oh, but Onyx is going for a move on Ollie D again. I think they're doing the same.
Now, this is a good battle. These two are actually having a battle, which is what we want to see.
Do they?
But in response to your question, CC, like I said, I think Toxic should try and extend this stint as long as he really can. Maybe lap 32, 33, and he'll have 20 laps of just qualifying laps till the end to try and get the win.
Or maybe would you just wait it out more to maybe profitate from a safety car?
Well, I don't know if safety car is on, but yeah, I don't think you can do
it should be.
You know, you've got to deal in absolute CC. You know, he's got to be pitting any time between lap 30 and lap 34, I'd say.
Gamer is barely closing in this lap. I think half a tenth he gained out of Blizzard this lap. While Blizzard is catching...
Nothing, pretty much.
But Blizzard is catching up on Sam. I think he gained 2 seconds.
Yeah, but he's using quite a lot of his ERS. Meanwhile, Louis Welch is starting to gain on Toxic, but obviously with an 11-second gap, it's unlikely he's going to manage to reel that in. Come the pit stops or the end of the race, depending on his soft tyre pace though. But yeah, Toxic Tomato though, considering the fuel loads have gone down, he could maybe pit as early as lap 28 for the softs, but obviously you reduce the effect that they're going to have.
I agree. People are just following each other through to get a maximum. Really shame that's the fastest way for this game, just following each other.
And Blizzard
in the DRS.
Just there in front of Gamer, and Ashbest has managed to stay with Gamer, which is good for the battle for the lead. Thomas, down in P7 on his own. Not doing too bad pace-wise, but nothing to shout about.
Yes, but just to mention, Ashbest is nearly carrying on with his Earth. He got only 30%. He should have been saving his Earth while being behind. I think he doesn't. I disagree with that. He doesn't need to save his Earth. What at the moment he needs to do is make sure he stays with Gamer, because this is crucial. If he loses Gamer, he loses the race. But I think he's having a hard time to follow Gamer.
Exactly, so use your Earth. Use as much Earth as you possibly can to stay with him, whatever it takes, and then you can worry about saving the ERS later.
But yeah, it's getting quite boring now, I think.
1.4 seconds though. 1.4 crucially is the gap between the two of them. Oh no, it's not. It's gone back up to 1.6. And there's yellow flags.
Oh.
And it's...
Onyx.
Yeah.
Last corner, he spun it. Spun it on his own, I think.
Lee Finley.
What a move.
No.
Round
not
the
about
outside.
Lee Finley.
Yes, but what a move. On the straight.
Move away from Lee Finley, because the Ferrari driver has closed into the DRS range of a Mercedes ahead, and this is what we wanted to see. QPR beasts against Sambam Kid, two old foes back in the day of PSGL F1 at their heights of success, and he's right on the back of him now.
I think there could be some carnage between them two, couldn't there? Are they good friends?
Well,
I don't know.
I think they get along very well, to be honest, but this is for pride.
Yes, are they getting well along on the track is the question.
You know, Forbes is irrelevant. He's out of the equation. This is really the battle for last right now. They're on the lead lap, so that's all I care about. So none of you want to be finishing last. Last of those are actually on the same lap. Meanwhile, Casper is past. Well, I saw some
Findlay
news
is gone again. He can't sort of his internet.
He might as well just leave. Just stay leaving. You know, there's no point. There's no point trying to rescue it. Meanwhile, Toxic Tomato, since the pit stops, has lost
no. The Ferrari is just behind the Mercedes.
Oh, this is beautiful. Look at them both using as much track as they can. Louis weaving about, looking to intimidate his rival right now.
He's showing him he doesn't need the slipstream. He's
he's too good.
He is. Oh, and Lee Findlay sets the fastest lap for some reason.
Yeah, I think he was cutting corners. That's
why. Sambam is going into the pits. Rubbish. We would have had a battle, but no. He stayed out of. He's on 13 old mediums. What is he doing? I think he's scared.
Exactly. He doesn't want to lose a position on track to QPRB, so he pits a coward's way out. Meanwhile, look at this. Louis Welch, he's flying. Since I mentioned the gap between him and Toxic Tomato, he's taken out 2 seconds in 2 laps. That is just some phenomenal pace. Will he pit to try and get an undercut? He doesn't, so they're both going to stay out as QPRB picks up a time penalty.
He did. And I think Blizzard. Oh, look at Blizzard's Earth.
Blizzard's getting. He's got DRS from Forbes on the last lap, and now he's getting DRS from Sambam.
Also, I think the fuel light is coming on. That means he's just about on. 0 laps fuel.
Who's this?
Blizzard.
Toxic as well.
Yeah, I think the Red Bull's having a fuel problem maybe.
Well, this could be catastrophic for their races if that is the case.
Blizzard has no juice, I think. No juice to attack.
Nothing left.
He needs to He needs to save Sam Gamer, but if Sam Gamer pits now this lap, it's really gonna...
like we said though, CC, if you can't race to win, race to spoil. Sam Gamer is trying to fuck up Blizzard right here as much as he can.
Yes, but
if only for some enjoyment for himself.
Blizzard in the DRS and Gamer already dropped some temp on him. He's already going away from him.
It's cruel. It is cruel, this sport. Gamer's throwing everything he can, throwing the kitchen sink at Blizzard, but it's just not enough right now. And Ash Best is gone. He's gone.
Yes, nothing he can do.
He has nothing left, as Ian Beale would say.
Was it a mistake, or was it just something else?
I just think it's a lack of pace compared to these two, because Gamer is flying.
Someone asks, who are the commentators? Do you want to...
Who are you, Eric, is the question. But welcome to the stream, it's nice to see you.
We are CC Brain and Greeny LFC.
But meanwhile, up to the front, you know, Blizzard didn't get the move done on some games.
QPRB's making a brilliant move on the ghost car of Lee Findlay.
I'm just going to say this, I do think that Blizzard and Sam Gamer had a bit of a battle, because look at this, Gamer is right behind Blizzard all of a sudden.
Yes. I think there was no battle, I think Blizzard just stayed behind, but Sam Gamer is just too slow. He's on
Blizzard's got to go for the move, he's got to go for the move, you've got to try and do something to get Gamer out of DRS.
He had 0 ERS nearly at the end of 29, and now he's got 70%. That's how much he...
Actually, yeah, but he's lost. You know, he had the gap, and now he doesn't have the gap to Gamer. So is it worth it? You know, he might have more ERS, sure, but you know, Gamer can just sit behind him and save his. So it's you know, tick for tat. Doesn't really work.
Yes, I think he's just playing the long game with the penalties, maybe.
Maybe, but he has his own, and I haven't seen Gamer get a penalty so far.
Yes,
that man is very
Blizzard is going in. He has to go for the move now. Yes.
Yeah.
Sam Gamer is defending it. GRG Gamer is too far behind. The runner-up from hit the Apex Racing League.
And now what Blizzard needs to hope is that Sam Gamer can hold up Gamer.
But look,
that doesn't sound good. But yeah, Toxic Tomato penalty.
Just through the DRS, Gamer lost the DRS to Blizzard.
That is crazy.
Gamer.
Yeah, but Toxic Tomato did get a penalty. Lee Finley tries to join again, but what's the point?
Sparks and Faster Racer are pitting. So is Onyx. They're all gonna going into the pits.
And like I said, you know, but about now is when I'd be pitting if I was Toxic Tomato or Louis. Toxic Tomato's cutting.
Oh, there's a battle
corners.
for the last. Oh no! Forbes crashed. What happened there? With Sambam?
Did he?
Yes. And they needed to let other fighters go.
It's not the safety car. Sambam comes flying back across the track.
What's happened there?
I don't think it is.
I mean, there has to be a safety car.
It's huge. And Toxic Tomato picks from the lead, but he's going to be, you know, he's going to be 12 seconds behind.
There has to be a safety car.
Blizzard's just gone very wide in the final corner. Sandman picks up a 10-second penalty.
The race leader is pitting.
Gamer has pitted.
The race leader is pitting. Who cares about Sam Gamer? Toxic Tomato pitted. Where is he coming on?
Yeah, I told you. But look how far behind he is. He is a mile behind, and he's glitched. Like, he's so far behind.
You didn't tell me anything.
I did. 14 seconds behind. Wow, that's too much. You can't gain that back. You can't gain that back.
I think he can.
No way.
Nah, he's got way too much less airs and fuel. I think you're right. But maybe he's just going from DRS to DRS because 2 drivers ahead haven't gotten three. No, all drivers ahead don't have DRS, so they're all driving along.
But the gap between the softs and the mediums is not that substantial. You know, it might be a second and a half when he pits, but it's only going to decrease. And by the time, you know, he gets near anybody, his advantage has pretty much been wiped out.
Oh, Sambam retired. Is there going to be a safety car?
Oh my word! It's a safety car, CC Brain.
Oh, I didn't get the light.
No, it's a safety car.
Yes, I see.
I promise you.
But
Louis Welch is going to be in the net lead. Louis Welch has found himself in the net lead.
Yes, but
because they're all going to pit.
What would you say now if you're Toxic and Sam Gamer? Would you be kicking yourself? Louis is making
you'd be gutted.
A wonder strategy. Like Toxic.
Actually, no. Toxic is going to be in the lead.
Is he?
No, yeah, Toxic Tomato will retain the lead.
Yes.
This has worked out for him.
I think it did, yeah, because everyone else is pitting for the softs.
Louis was just too far behind to, you know, make the safety car work.
Oh no, well, that was a stupid glitch, I think. I thought Thomas jumped Ash in the pits, and Thomas is taking very long in the pits.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. He's only going to lose 1 position to Sam Gamer.
Is QPR Beast coming in? That's the question, or is he staying out?
He has to.
Does he?
Yeah, he's look at him. He's preparing to head into the pit lane, and he's got a chance to revive his race all of a sudden. Make sure he brakes very early and doesn't speed. That's you know the sign of experience.
Let's have a look on the penalty side of things. We got Toxic Tomato.
Oh, you're gonna ruin it.
He's got 2 penalties. Louis Welch got 1 penalty. Blizzard 1 penalty. Gamer 1 penalty. Ash got no penalty, so Ash is looking very good.
Again, for the 2nd week in a row, that man just doesn't get penalties, it seems.
But no, if you're Sparks, he was clapping, he was beefing with Sam Gamer official on Twitter, saying he lapped him in the 5-lappers basically. And
the confidence of the Scottish man.
Yes, and now all race he was behind. He was pit stop behind Sam Gamer, and all of a sudden there's a safety car, and he's probably licking his lips now, isn't he?
Yeah, I'll tell you who isn't licking the lips. Toxic Tomato in the lead, because he is just going to be pulling everybody along, and you know how long can he stay out front is the question.
Yes, but speaking of the pulling along, what would you do with the safety car restart? Would you just throw it at the latest point you can do, or?
I think you delay it until the line.
Yes, I think
you go on the line really slowly though, really slowly up to the line. You know, dirty tactics some might say, but it's it'll be effective.
I think there's no dirty tactics. Look at this DRS. That's a dirty tactic. People staying behind you using a DRS to.
Dirty. It's just.
I think that's dirty. Look.
Gundy. It's Gundy.
It's not Gundy. That's dirty.
Lizzie Cundy.
Lee Findlay being disconnected 20 times this race. He finds himself on 11 laps of soft tires.
No, he finds himself on brand new tyres as he comes out the pit lane.
No, 11 laps old, and he's still disconnected.
Well, it's like the F2 cars. They put on the old. He's run out of tyres. He's run out of tyres.
Yes, he did.
Meanwhile, Onyx is the only person to have made 3 stops in the field.
He is back, Lee Findlay.
Yeah, but there's no point because he's not going to get corner cutting penalties, so it just ruins the race.
I think there's no hope for him anyway. He's finding himself on 11 laps old soft. I think the safety car has to come in.
The safety car really helped people like Vasta Racer and Casper, but the problem for them is they've got a road blockage ahead in the name of Sam Gamer Official. I think he's Canadian, so it's fitting that he's in a Williams.
He's Canadian, but it's French, Luke. Official is French.
Yes,
they speak French in Canada.
French, yes, they do. I understand.
How did you not know that?
But all I'm saying is he's been a road blockage so far for many when they've come up to him, and I think that might be the case now that he has something to battle for with Vasta Racer.
When my broadcast went off, I can't see the comments now. Very unfortunately.
Are we still live?
I think we are still live, but I can't see it. I can't see the comments, but maybe I can see now. I should see them now again. Yes. So I can and I think Lee Findlay is into the pits again.
I'm looking at the broadcast and it does look like he's into the pits again.
Has he even put... Is he putting... Yeah, he's putting on brand new softs. Why did the AI put on 11 laps old softs?
I've no idea.
And there's Big C saying it's Sam Gamer Official. What does this mean? Have you got any questions to us till the safety car is still out? Or who do you think will win this race?
Yeah, I think we may have done. Yeah, I was about to say we may have done pre-race prediction, but now it's reset. We have 18 laps of racing coming up. Who is your top 3 prediction from here on?
I think Blizzard got it in the back. I really think Blizzard has all what it takes on this track to
I disagree. From what I saw on those medium tyres, Gamer was the quicker driver. Blizzard looked good on those softs, but he doesn't look as good on the mediums. So I'm going to stick with Gamer. I'm going to go with Louis P2, and I'm going to go with Blizzard in P3. Actually, no. I'm going to go with Ash.
Safety car in this lap.
P3.
Safety car in this lap. I think. Yeah, Blizzard. I think Blizzard, Louis, and. I don't know, I think Ash doesn't have what it takes to win. I think he...
Yeah, but he doesn't have any penalties, which is a very key...
Yes, but I think Gamer will drop him. I think it's Blizzard, Gamer, Louis, Welch. That's my top 3.
CRG Sparks, 5-second penalty.
Yes, and let's have a look at Toxic Tomato when he's going to start.
Yeah, this is good. Keep doing this. Just keep doing this for as long as you can. Or, if you are going to go, you go now.
He's flooring it. He is flooring it.
And it's
Louis
Welch.
Louis Welch will overtake him, pretty much. There's no point.
Easy.
No point defending now.
He can defend, but actually...
No point, no point.
He's just letting him go. He's letting him
Sam
go.
Gamer overtake Ash Best, I told you. I don't think he will...
On the outside though, Sam Gamer nearly collects Gamer in the front. But he gets the move done, that is brilliant. And... ILRT Thomas is lining up for a nibble now on Ash Best. Richard is falling down the field.
Is it Richard? I thought it would be Ash.
His name is Richard. No, his name is Richard. And he manages to defend from his Racing Point teammate. But what has he lost out of all this?
What else do you know about Force India driver?
He's Lithuanian, I do believe, so... It's Lithuanian on Lithuanian, that's why they are the teammates in the Racing Point.
Yes, they are. I think Kaspar's looking close on Faster Racer, but there's no battle between them.
No, but he's still in overtake, so he was trying. And he tries to scare him off.
He's not trying. He's just waiting for him to make a mistake. Exactly what I would have done. Just watch the carnage ahead and see what happens.
Exactly, but meanwhile, out front it is S2V Louis Welch, many people's favourite for this race. He's ended up out front because of a lucky safety car, you have to say, but, you know, it's what you can make of it now. You know, luck is made by yourself.
Yes. And there's no changes. Maybe Thomas, no one is closing in. Ollie D is ghosting. Lee Findlay is trying a move down the inside of Sparks.
Sparks kicks position, and look at this now. QPR Beast is looking at this, licking his lips. He's up for a feeding right now as these two go wheel to wheel, and there's contact. Can Louis pick up the pair of him? You know, he's going to set him up for the exit, and he's got a good chance of getting Lee Findlay, but he doesn't try.
He doesn't need to try.
But look what they've done, idiots. They've lost DRS ahead, and it looks like CRG Sparks is going to be eating his own words, because Sam Gamer official is miles ahead of him.
Yes. But can we just mention, LEK is out of this race.
And unfortunate, you know, for a fan's favourite, LEK. So
is Paris and Speedstar, I think two of AOR F1 competitors. I think
I predicted Paris for a podium, but you know, weak mentality, he just gave up straight away.
He did. And Lickle Plugs also, not what you often see from him. Probably had a bad day today.
Yeah, he was using no line and he wanted to start last because of that. But, you know, in stuff like this, you've got to relish the opportunity to be against such prestigious drivers. Stick the line or stick whatever you need on. You know, as long as it's competitive, use it.
Traction control.
Exactly, use it. He's F1 2016 right now.
But look, Ash, there's no... He lost the DRS to Sam Gamer.
He's lost the DRS, and look at that. He may have no penalties, but like you said, he just doesn't have the pace. And he's lacking, and his teammate, you know, he's just holding up his teammate. Let him go. Let him have a nibble. Let him try and get back in DRS.
I think... What does it help you to have no penalties if you're not going the same pace as others?
You know, at this rate, he's going to lose all the time anyway, isn't he, sir? But meanwhile, at the front, Toxic Tomato in the DRS, no ERS being used, and he's right behind Louis.
Blizzard is very low on ERS as well. Surprisingly, Louis got the most ERS of all of them.
I don't think that's a surprise. As Blizzard is going for the move.
Yes.
That's what Louis will want to see.
What's the team orders, you think? Christian Horner, a man of team orders.
I just think Toxic Tomato knows that Blizzard's quicker and therefore gave up the position. But meanwhile, Blizzard is in overtake and he has got DRS, but he's running out of ERS and he won't be able to get the position done into turn one. So Louis leads yet another lap.
Yes, but if you know somebody's quicker than you, would you just let him through? While Thomas is making a move on his teammate Ash. He's trying to...
And Ollie D cuts across the chicane and VSR
Kasper's around.
Meanwhile, Kasper's round.
And look at QPR Beast. He's making a run on Sparks and Lee Findlay maybe.
Oh, but he backs out. Come on, stick your nose in there. Get involved.
These two are just a roadblock. There's no way through there. As there's a deja vu, I think. It's a deja vu. The same thing they did like 2 laps ago. Louis backed off as well.
Actually, CC.
Was the last lap? Oh.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Sam Gamer is managing to stick in the DRS just about of those ahead, but his ERS is running dangerously low. And meanwhile, Gamer is looking very good on ERS, and he's looking very quick behind.
But don't remember, Sam Gamer got lots of penalties. Maybe that's Sparks. Oh, Sparks going side by side with Lee Findlay. Yes, I agree. You're being at the top, you can show by QPR Beast is going side.
QPR Beast, for God's sake, he's braking in a straight line, come on.
No. There's surely an issue with this Ferrari. There must be. Maybe.
The issue is the driver, he's just being so negative, come on. Get in there, get stuck in, you're not going to learn anything by just braking in a straight line.
Sparks picked up front wing damage, I think.
Has he?
Yes.
That would explain if he's going to send it round the outside on Lee Findlay, and oh my word, that is a sensational move.
QPR Beast nearly gets collected by these two. They're still going side by side. That's the battle of the race.
Wheel to wheel, Lee Findlay and Sparks is going to send it. He's going to send it. And Lee breaks late. There's contact.
Faster racers out.
And once again,
Sam Gamer's out. Oh, he lost it out of second Lesmo.
And
there's another safety car. Isn't there? No, virtual. It's a virtual. isn't it?
No,
Oh!
it's safety car.
Sparks hit the rear of Lee Findlay! He just hit the rear. Oh my god, this race has gone downhill very quick. 3 retirements in the space of 2 seconds. Spark.
I have a feeling that Sam Gamer may have just lost it and come across the track. Maybe, in the Lesmo, a bit like Lewis Hamilton did, and come back across the track and been collected by faster race. Because, you don't see 2 drivers crash out around here at the exact same point for no reason.
Yes, but I think Sparks is licking his lips. I mean, he finished ahead of Sam Gamer now.
Nobody's going to pit. If I was QPR Beast,
he needs to pit.
Put a fresh set of softs on and come through the field.
Put the hards on.
He is. No, stay out, Louis. Oh, he could have gained a position on Lee Findlay, but he pits.
No point of gaining a position of Lee Findlay. He's gonna try to overtake you. The first move you can see. He doesn't need to get.
That's true. At the front, Louis still leads from Blizzard and teammate Toxic Tomato behind. Then we've got Gamer in P4.
Oh my
Thomas,
god,
P5.
what is Lee Findlay doing? He's putting on the meats.
I mean, he's run out of tyres, hasn't he? He's pitted for every compound in this race. He'll be putting wet tyres on next.
And I think Onyx overtook Ash under the safety car.
And I just have to point out something. Sparks is ahead of Sam Gamer Official. So Sam Gamer Official did finish behind Sparks according to the classification.
Yes, but I think it was really close because both crashed out at the same place. They both crashed after the first Lesmo.
I've got a question. How is Onyx now P5?
Very experienced, the Netherlands driver.
He's just overtaking people. He's trying to overtake them.
Yes, he overtook Thomas as well.
And
what is he doing?
I mean, this is ruining it. This is just ruining it.
He's doing
an idiot.
He's doing some shit things in. I think. What is he doing? That's embarrassing, to be honest.
That is embarrassing. I mean, what are you doing,
for
mate?
a guy that's racing in PS in AWA F1 and PHTL F1? And I think he's racing.
This is what pisses me off about drivers. People like him ruining the races. It might not be supposedly, a proper league, but why can't you just race properly? Why would you want to get a dirty P1?
Why do you want to overtake people on the safety car in a fun race?
Exactly. Idiot.
He's racing in so many top, and Lee Findlay's going into the pits again. Maybe.
If I was Gamer, brake check him, break his wing off. He deserves it.
What is Lee Findlay doing? I don't get what this man is doing. He confuses me.
No. He might have not used the other compound CC. He might have just been on soft cell race.
I think he did. Let's have a look.
No, I think what happened is they put the mediums on, he realised they were too slow, so he put the softs back on.
Idiot. Lost the position. Lost 2 position indeed. Now QPR Beast is in 9th. And I think QPR Beast is looking to. He's the fastest on the grid now. He's got the freshest set of softs. He's looking to make places up very quick. Yeah,
but look at that. QPR Beast in P9. He may not be quick. He may not be, at the height of his. I don't know what to say. I've run out of words. But what I am going to say is he is in a position now to fight till the end for everything he can get.
And I think somebody in the chat, I think Forbes, says Greeny, me and Wilson would like to get in the combox.
And to that I say no.
I think this would only get worse and worse.
Exactly. This is a closed commentary box due to coronavirus, COVID-19. Me and CC are miles away from each other to make sure we haven't got the disease.
It's a safety car coming in. It is
coming in.
Blizzard needs to pick his moment. Not Blizzard. Louis needs to pick his moment. Is he going to the line?
Big C. We don't want racists in the commentary box. And look at this weaving. Look at all this weaving. Where's the Kimi Raikkonen? Who's the Kimi Raikkonen who's not weaving? And it looks like it is. It's Ash. Ash is Kimi Raikkonen.
We want to have finishers in the commentary box and not people that retired.
Exactly. We don't want failures.
But Louis is going for it now, and that didn't work. It didn't work at all. That was horrible.
Possibly the worst. And look at the gaggle of cars behind him who are queuing up to overtake. But look at this. Look at his straight line speed. It is something else. He's going to keep the position into turn 1. It's great.
They're going side by side.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Gamer is making a move
that.
on Toxic as well. But Toxic gets the better exit. He's getting the better exit. While behind, I think Louis is closing in on the midfield battle. Is Gamer going into the move for the, I don't know, this corner, turn 4?
Oh, I mean, that's naive. You don't go for it there from there.
What's this name of the corner? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think it has a name. I don't know.
Everyone
knows the Lesmos, everyone knows the Ascari, Parabolica, but nobody knows about turn 4. It's just a bit of a relevant corner compared to the rest of the corners on this track. But meanwhile, look at the gap out front. Louis is 8 tenths ahead, and he only needs a tenth and a half to pull out DRS.
But Kaspar's looking for a move, but no, he's not going for it. He waits for another...
He's got it! He's got the second gap! I know, but Blizzard gets... I mean...
Oh, you mean Louis at the head? I think...
Yeah, look!
He doesn't have...
brilliant.
He's not having the second gap, but...
Gamer is through on Toxic.
No, he's not. Or is he? No, that was the other. I'm confused by all these Red Bulls. I'm confused.
I mean, look at this.
I think Lee Findlay, maybe. He's always good for move. Kaspar is nearly trying to hit Louis. But no, experience, he didn't hit anybody. That's what experienced top tier drivers do. That's why he's one of the best
drivers in the world right now. And look at the front, back to the front. Louis has got the 1 second gap, and if I was him, I'd be using even if you have to use medium or low ERS here, if it means breaking the gap. But Blizzard's got it back within the second, and at the moment it's just edging between a second and under a second. It is pivotal. If Louis wants to win this race, he needs to get that second gap. And a little hesitation from CRG Blizzard coming out of the second Lesmo, and it's back to over a second.
Yes, and Toxic Tomatoes looking to lose the DRS as well on Gamer. He's nearly
look at that.
Out of it as well. And Blizzard is Blizzard is neck and neck with the DRS. It's like very close.
Meanwhile, look at Louis. Louis has lost the position to Casper.
Let's have a look on Blizzard. Does he have DRS? I don't think so. Or does he? Where's the...
Oh, this is going to be tight.
I don't think...
This is going to be... He doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, wow. That is massive. Gamer does... Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh, no, it's activated this lap, you idiot.
It's not been deployed, I told you.
Exactly.
But QPR Beast is losing positions. He's now 11th.
It's not what you want to see. He's been so passive this race, and he's got a time penalty for his passive driving.
But Lee Findlay on his teammate Ollie D.
He's got a massive advantage. He's got a massive advantage. Remember, he isn't going to get corner cutting penalties right now.
Yes, but Ollie D is using his experience.
He is. Every little ounce of it that he can, but Lee Findlay is stuck to the gearbox of that McLaren. Will there be any team orders, I wonder? Andreas Seidel and Zach Brown watch on from the garage.
Just have a look at the gap in front. Blizzard is in his DRS now. He's in his DRS now.
Blizzard has used all his ERS. Look,
Onyx is out. Onyx is out. What's happened there? He's just crashed after Ascari. And now
QPR. Dear, look at that. 3 safety cars in the space of about 10 laps.
A safety car. Who's pitting now? Is there anybody going to pit now?
Nah.
Louis is staying out. Louis is staying out. Gamer is staying. Oh, he crossed the line. He crossed the line.
Give him a penalty. Give them all a penalty. They all did it.
Why is QPR Beast not pitting? I mean,
he doesn't have any more softs.
I think he got. Put the hearts on.
Yeah, exactly.
Why not? Have a bit of fun.
You know that they're not going to wear in the next 7 laps of racing, whatever we get left. And I just want to say a thank you to the 7 people currently watching us. It really does mean a lot. A real lot. It's so emotional for us right now.
We got some inside info. Forbes actually made Onyx spinning, I think, while shouting to him, on him.
Right.
I think that's not what you want to see, do you?
I mean, from what I'm hearing, Forbes seems to have a bit of some issues.
Yes. I think
I'm hearing
retirement.
too much about that man. too much, and none of it is positive.
10 retirements. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4, 5 are in the top division of AOR. So they're probably in the fastest league. And
Exactly.
5 of them retired. I think that's not. While I think QB a beast. He's making them look foolish. He could be in the AY front.
He could. I think that man could scrounge a few points here and there, possibly. That man has got some very, very good talent. Natural talent on the game. He doesn't play it very often, but look at him. Here he is, punching above his weight. He's like a lightweight in a heavyweight category.
Yes, but let's make a final prediction. Who's going to be your top 3 if you're seeing this now?
Oh, Louis. Louis shown enough for me to show that he's going to win.
Yeah, top 3 I said.
Yep, he is the top 3.
He is finishing all podium places.
He is.
Alright.
I'm going to go with... I'm going to stick Gamer's going to get second, and I'm going to get Blizzard in... No, Ash in P3. Because remember, he still doesn't have a penalty, so...
I think now Ash really has a good opportunity. I think he's like the pace. If he can stay with Thomas, he can get pulled along. I think it's going to be... Blizzard is still looking for me the fastest on the grid. I
have to disagree.
And then it's going to be Louis, and I think Toxic is... I think it's Blizzard, Louis and Gamer, to be honest. I think Toxic is losing the DRS.
That's a pretty boring top 3, I have to say, but it's boring for a reason. It's probably the one that most people go with.
Yes, I think what's boring when it's right. If you can't handle the truth, you're not worthy enough.
People like to be edgy for the sake of being...
And Big C is calling QPR Beast Valtteri Bottas, do you agree?
Yeah.
Nah, I disagree.
I'd go as far as saying Nico Rosberg.
I disagree.
QPR backing out of everything.
Nah, I disagree. QPR Beast is worthy on the grid, but Valtteri Bottas shouldn't have a seat. It should be
rubbish.
I think Nico Hülkenberg should drive for the Merc.
To those who are concerned, he is
even Pascal Wehrlein could do better. No fight.
Look at Louis, he is keeping his tyres nice and warm.
It's going into this lap, didn't it?
Yeah. He's got previous history from a safety car restart just a few laps ago, so he needs to improve on this previous one. He needs to either go later or go earlier.
He's picking a wide light.
He's going, and he's gone well. That's not a bad start. And Blizzard, Jesus Christ, that was a huge moment. Blizzard is going to be vulnerable now to CRG Gamer heading into turn 1. Will he lunge it up the inside as my English fails me once again? No, he doesn't.
Oh, Casper's going wrong. I think Casper's going to be...
Casper in a late charge, perhaps?
Yeah, I think he doesn't have any penalties as well. He's one of the people that doesn't get any penalties. He's driving very clean.
The Dutch wonder kid.
He's only 15, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's so calm and collected for such a young man. It's great to see. But look at it, out front at the moment, Louis just can't get the gap like he could last time to Blizzard. Gamer sticking very nicely with him as well. Toxic Tomato, he isn't dropped back yet, but he's showing signs of fatigue out there.
Don't forget there's no DRS, is there? No DRS.
No. Meanwhile, Thomas is vulnerable to Casper. Casper it's only a matter of time, surely, before he gets him.
Yep, Casper is probably...
I'd say even Parabolica, he's going to send it. He's got to get it done nice and early so he can get focusing on the front 3.
Casper will not go for it. I don't think he will go for it. He will go for it. And
he does go for it. He proves you wrong, and it is a good lunge, and it gets him past.
That's why I'm not in the top tiers of any leagues, because I don't know when to go for moves.
But exactly. You're like QPR Beast. It's a bit like Bottas. You don't go for it.
Oli Findlay is looking to make a move on his teammate Oli D, while Thomas is still side by side with Casper, but there's
Oli D once again keeps it in there. And, you know, it's a good move from Lee Finlay, but
Oh,
pretty routine.
Louis went off. Louis went off. Blizzard getting the lead.
Oh
and pushes.
dear.
He's Gamer's looking no good.
And here comes
for the lead.
Gamer. Look at the run through Curva Grande.
We're gonna stay on board.
You've got to go for it now.
Tomato.
You have to go for it now. And look at that. That is exquisite late braking. Still makes the apex, and now he takes up the lead with just 4 laps to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say Blizzard didn't lose anything to Louis Welch, but Louis Welch is
going for it, and this is the race. Blizzard turns in, and that's just who's at fault there?
I think
Louis.
I don't know.
Surely he's out of the race.
You have to leave the space, but I think Blizzard got wing damage from all of this.
Yeah, I mean it's just
Blizzard got wing damage.
Louis, it's naive from Louis to go for it, but yeah, Blizzard needs to leave more space, and that is poor.
Yes. But I think
this has handed the win on a plate to CRG Gamer.
I don't think so. Casper is making a move on Toxic Tomato.
Oh my word! This is one for the ages. Look at this. This man is just fantastic out front, and he's going to get Blizzard as well. This is just amazing.
But CRG Gamer broke their slipstream. But if he can stay in 3 seconds, I think there might be a chance. I don't know if he got any penalties.
Casper on the outside, breaks late.
Blizzard,
look at what is Blizzard doing?
What's happening?
What's happening? He's being too aggressive right now.
I think he does. I think he was trying to give Louis Welch some revenge because Louis Welch lost it out of turn 2 and probably broke his front wing.
And Casper manages to maintain P3 from Toxic Tomato.
Look at Gamer.
But he's only...
Look at Gamer. He's gone.
Yeah, experience.
That
man knows how to get it done and when to get it done.
I think Big C is loving the carnage right now.
One of Big C's favourites, his favourite ever teammate in all his racing years. He's leading.
Casper going side by side. He has to move down. Surely.
Brilliant. And now this is what's key. Can Gamer get that 3 seconds?
Oh, Toxic Tomato does switch back on. No. Oh, and now Thomas. Lee Findlay is through as well. What's this? Oh, I think everyone wants to pass. Oh, and Lee Findlay and Thomas off. Oh my god, what was I seeing there? QPR Beast in 7th.
P7.
What is happening right now?
He could jump into top 5.
Ash Best in 4th. Toxic Tomato lost the position on Ash as well.
But what has Blizzard done? He's caused. All this has really stemmed from him and Louis. And look at that, Toxic Tomato mugging him off around the outside. Is that team orders though? Is the question.
I don't know what's happening. Yeah, Lee Findlay, Thomas are into the pits. I think there will be some beef on Twitter, to be honest.
I think this isn't over yet. I think there's still more carnage to come as Ash Best tries, and look at that, all he did gets the run out of the corner.
Look at QPR, he's backing off all the time. What is QPR Beast doing? Only 2 laps left.
I mean, it's worked for him so far because he does find himself P7, but...
Ollie is squeezing him off, yeah,
look at that.
He's on the cross.
Louis, he got stop braking, honestly.
What is he doing?
Turn away from this man, because it's honestly embarrassing, right? He's not going to let him through, is he? For once, he actually defends his position, which is good to see.
Yeah, he turns his DRS down. I think he's letting Ash Best pass again.
No, he's in overtake.
Yes, but I think there's no hope for him.
Why is he so slow in a straight line?
I think
he again lets him. Oh, this is rubbish.
I think
we can't give this man so much TV time if he's just doing this shit.
I think he hasn't got a setup on, to be honest. I think he thought 6-6 wins would be a good idea.
He's got no ERS and he's not going anywhere. I mean, you think he has more ERS than anyone if he's braking on the straights.
But we currently don't know the penalty situation. But Casper is in a 3-second window.
Blizzard has gone from hero to 0 in just a matter of laps.
You make your own luck, don't you?
You do, and that man, you know, I guess many people would say he's at fault for the Louis incident, and therefore is this swift karma being served up to him?
I don't know, I think he's had racing so many laps at the front and then throw it away in the last 5 laps.
Gamer's living rent-free in his head. And, you know, Casper does not have a penalty still. Does Gamer? He does. Gamer's got 2. 3 penalties. Casper is going to win.
Why do you spoil it? That's embarrassing. Well, Casper's going very well there.
Yeah, he is. But who is going to get P2? Oh, sure, it's going to be Gamer, isn't it? The gap he's got. But it's all up for grabs for the final podium position, as Ash Best has the rev glitch for me, which is yummy.
I think that's what you want to see. Revving out the gears. I think that's the fastest way to do it.
Wonderful noise. Meanwhile, Louis is in DRS still, in DRS range still, but he has no ERS still. And Blizzard is about to lose another position to Richard into turn 1. Simple as you like.
Is he going to turn in? No, it's side by side.
And he doesn't get it done.
He does, he does. Out of traction. No, oh no. He's got a shorter line though.
The inside, but he doesn't have any ERS left. Just Lee Finley sets a 112. Well done, Lee Finley. Cutting corners, really, really good.
Did he?
You know, what a really good lap. Yeah,
let's go on board. Yeah,
turn 1.
That's probably the fastest way to go.
You know, once again, you know, you expect this from a driver like him.
Oh, they're going side by side. Ash Best. He's getting the move done, and QPR Beast backs out of it. He's packing. I mean, okay, there was no way through there, but. Still,
no, that was wise. That was good.
We're going to Gamer now. He's leading the last lap, but Kaspar is looking to get the first.
His first look how quick Kaspar is. He's gained 7/10 in the past lap. But yeah, CRG Gamer comes round the Parabolica. He's gonna win on track, but it is gonna be Kaspar 24.
Oh, and Ollie D makes a late move. He's round. He's round.
And he's round, and he's giving it up.
Yeah, Kaspar won.
Oh dear, that could have been a car crash.
Kaspar won. While I don't know the penalty situation of this D3.
It's Ash in P3.
Lovely.
Louis gets P6. P6 for Louis. That is wonderful. What a man.
What did Ollie do on this last lap? I went on board with him, but what did he do?
I don't think he was near anyone.
He was battling with Toxic Tomato for the podium.
Oh well, and maybe tried a lunge to try and get the podium.
He did, and just lost it. He could have.
Well, it turns out he must have had a load of penalties because he's finished 18 seconds behind Louis.
I don't know.
But there you have it, folks. Kaspar takes the victory around Monza with CRG Gamer P2 and Blizzard.
Big C says QPR Beast. P3's Ash Best. The man who didn't get a single penalty, I think. Big C says his driver of today is QPR Beast, and I have to disagree, unfortunately. He's not going. He didn't go for any move. What was this?
I think the overperformer is definitely Louis, but I think the driver of the day is undoubtedly the man who's on the top step of the podium.
Kaspar. He's looking like he was nowhere the whole race, and then he just drove superbly. Took his time for his moves and then just won it. I think he got the fast lap as well, apart from Lee Finley.
Look at that. What did Lee Finley do? A 112. Even on the last lap when he tried to corner cut and do a sub 1 minute, he couldn't.
No, Thomas did get the fastest lap though. 121.
A 120.1 you mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, good race I have to say, all in all.
I agree. I think Blizzard, his head's gone in the last 5 laps.
And will that be a sign of things to come on Monday as he comes up against Louis in F1?
Yes.
His Shell F1. But yeah, I think there's no point doing podium interviews, is there, so?
No, I think we'll leave it here. I hope you enjoyed the stream.
And we maybe see you next Friday.
Subscribe, like this channel to see maybe a few more races. They're racing on Saturday. I think it's like 5 PM. I don't know. Stay tuned on Saturday tomorrow to see more races on that channel. And yeah, see you next time.